This is the Huay Lu watershed of northern Thailand, and there's a buzz here. People are dancing, dressed up, lining up to go celebrate, because this whole area is about to graduate. An entire watershed graduating. This is awesome to see, but what does that even mean? Plant with Purpose works in places where environmental challenges and poverty cross paths, creating a cycle of despair. For a long time, Huay Lu was one of those places. Let's take a step back 6 years ago. That was when I last came here, Huay Lu. Here I met the people and families in Plant with Purpose's program, many of whom had really unique challenges in their lives. Most of them were refugees. They'd come here to escape conflict and violence. Their livelihood came from the forest through farming. But because they lacked citizenship, it also meant they could lose that at any moment. And that wasn't the only threat. This region was vulnerable to droughts, wildfires, and climate change. But by working with Plant with Purpose, many were able to secure citizenship, and this community was able to prove to local officials that they could be the best guardians of the forest. They planted trees. They brought life, healing, and spiritual renewal back to the watershed of Huay Lu. And that brings us to today. So, what does it mean for a watershed to graduate? When Plant with Purpose starts working in an area, the plan isn't to just keep working there forever and ever. Ultimately, the tools and the leadership for restoring and protecting the watershed belong with those that live there. Our partnership just serves as a catalyst for that process. The Plant with Purpose model works within the boundaries of a watershed. That means we use the contours of nature and the flow of water to determine where we locate our work. How long this might actually take can vary a lot based on location and other circumstances, but when we go into a place, we're thinking maybe around 7 to 12 years. In that time, not only are trees planted and forests expanded, but we see community members elevated to become leaders. They develop their skills and pass on their knowledge. When the time comes, our monitoring and evaluation team performs an in-depth graduation readiness assessment to make sure that watershed truly is ready. And when we see results like we've seen in Huay Lu, hi, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of diplomas. How many? Well, let's see, we have hundreds of participants, but we know the work we do affects everyone who lives in the watershed, so hey, you know what? Come to think of it, that's just the human population. We know the work we do benefits all living things, trees, wildlife. No, this isn't a prank call. I don't know why they think this is a prank. I'm actually gonna need this in several different languages. Yeah, can you do Thai, Lahu, Karen, Aka? It's a really diverse population we're working with. Hello? Hello? You know what, I don't blame them. It's hard to get your head around the concept of a graduating watershed. Kind of abstract. Let me call in my friend Corey to help explain some of this.
So when we start working in a watershed, we don't intend to stay there forever, obviously. We want to make sure that we haven't just completed all of the activities in our program, but we want to make sure that the participants and the community has experienced the actual impact that we're hoping for. And so once we've measured and verified that the impact has taken place, there's usually a graduation ceremony, and the participants make a commitment to themselves and to their community to carry forward the activities that they're doing and to bring alongside anyone who hasn't been a part of the program and train them and bring them up to speed with what's going on.
So, what's graduating is a whole watershed. What even is a watershed, and why is that a thing that can graduate?
It's really a social and geographic cohesion. There's a geographic solidarity in a watershed in the context where we work, and so it makes sense for us to apply our model at a watershed level.
How do we determine if a watershed is ready to graduate? What are some of those big picture questions you're looking for? What are some things you're trying to see?
For a graduation readiness assessment, we're looking for markers of things like household resilience and community cohesion. So in terms of resilience, we're looking for things like income diversity, food security, increase in crop yield, and pride in being a farmer. And in terms of collective community cohesion and strength, we have indicators like communities have the ability to respond to collective needs and challenges. We're looking for community forest management plans, community nurseries, as well as churches that are committed to being a part of and facilitating a reconciliation process.
What happens after graduation? After, a community celebrates its tenure as a partner target watershed. What happens next to that area?
They've been equipped with tools to help facilitate that. Some of the big ones are a place to save, and then an accumulated savings, and food security, and a more resilient farm, and a more resilient household, heart, and community structure.
Dear friends at UHDF and members of the communities in the Huay Lu watershed, I just want to offer my congratulations to you as you graduate. I have been incredibly inspired by your work over the years. I wish I could be there with you today to celebrate, but the amazing work that you've done in community forestry, in mapping, and in sustainable land use, the other work with savings groups and agroforestry has been a real testimony to me, and I think an example to many of your neighbors and to communities and watersheds that UHDF will be working in the future.
So now Huay Lu is going all out to celebrate its transformation and graduation. A few of us get to sit in on this ceremony. This is surreal. A lot of nonprofits like to say we're trying to work ourselves out of a job, meaning we're trying to solve a problem once and for all so that we're no longer needed. Now, the issues of poverty and environmental degradation are so widespread and global, I don't think I see Plant with Purpose finishing up anytime soon. But I suppose this is the closest thing I've seen to that cliche becoming a reality. Our work in Huay Lu has taken effect. The work is now fully in local hands, as it should be. Though, like Vitamin C's graduation song says, though our lives change for whatever, we will still be friends forever.
And so we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving.
So I want to thank you and congratulate you for all that you've overcome, how far you've come thus far, and just wish you the best in the future. I think that you have established some really exciting precedents, and I can't wait to see where things go from here. Thank you.
Life's not fair, and this is how it feels.